Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I'm your host, the Ranting Monkey, and can you even hear me? Am I coming through okay? I have no idea. My internet seems to be acting a fool at the moment, and if it is, then you guys are just hearing Robot Monkey, and this is all for nothing. We'll have to cut it out and try again another time. Holy moly! Yeah, if you guys can give me any indication that you can actually hear what I'm saying, that would be awesome. Well, you're good, Monk. Cool. Whew. Seriously, I can't even open up anything else except for this. When I sent the stream to Jack, it took like 45 seconds for it to actually send the link. So it might get crappy. I'm just throwing that out there. And hello, everybody. Look, guys, I was thinking about doing a game stream, and I had to make a decision. If I have to skip one of the streams, it's going to be the game stream. It just has to be. This is more of my job than that one is. That's more of a hobby thing. And maybe one day that'll switch around, but right now this is the more important one. And I can't be up all night like I usually am because I got little ones. The grandbabies are here. I got the big ones too. My daughter and son-in-law are here as well. And I'll talk to them a little bit, but the babies are here. So Grandpa's got to get sleep tonight. And there's stuff I got to get off my chest. Good God, what a day. What a day. The past couple of days on my Twitter has just been, I don't know if ridiculous is the right word. Sean says, Monkey, you are streaming against Nick Rekieta. Nick Rekieta started streaming against me a long time ago. This is one of the time periods I've used for a long time. It'll be fine. Nick will still get his views. That title confuses me. Are you talking about the title of this stream? About Shaun King being right? Well, it happens every now and then. Shaun King made a tweet today that a lot of people were surprised at. Let me see if I can find it on his. I want to use his feed because he deserves credit for getting one right. If I can find the damn thing. Man, he tweets a lot. Good God. He's worse than I am. I might have to go somewhere else to find it because Shaun, dude, why are you burying this? But not that one. Nope, not that one. God, he tweets a lot. He tweets a lot for a white guy. All right, we'll find it elsewhere. I know how to find it elsewhere. It's been all over the place today. So, Shaun King tweeted out, "Stop generically telling us to vote in response to all of the police brutality we have right now. Yes, we should vote, but we have to be very specific. Democrats from top to bottom are running the cities with the worst police brutality in America right now. We voted for them." Yes, you did. They weren't voted in, or they're not Republicans in these places. These are Democrats. These are the people you voted for. Mayor Frey there in Minneapolis. That dude, he's been there for a couple of years, and he's a Democrat. Before that, Democrat. I saw one person like, you can't just blame Democrats. I was like, well, why not? They're like, well, because there's been a time period where things haven't changed. They were trying to make the point that the people have been in just office forever. They've just been in office forever, so there hasn't been structural change. I'm like, the police chief of Minneapolis was just hired in 2017. Did we not know about police brutality in 2017? It's not like she was hired by a mayor 100 years ago. She was just hired. Excuse me. So when they're, talking, hey, you can't blame Democrats. Yes, you can. And Shaun King, for whatever you think about the man, in this instance, he's right. Now, he is wrong about all the police brutality because this keeps coming up a lot. It's just so rampant. It's not. It's really not. It happens and it needs to stop. Absolutely. But just because George Floyd died didn't mean suddenly everybody's being beaten in the street. Okay, some of the streets people are being beaten in the streets. Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. But the simple fact is, in most elections, you have two choices. You have a Republican and you have a Democrat. In many of the cities that we've had to go through this shit with, oh my God, the police are beating people, specifically black people. What are these cities run by? Democrats, and have been for a long time. Long time. Not anymore. Did he delete it, Nuts? Is that why I couldn't find it? I found it. If you go to Blair White and look at her tweets and replies, it's like the fourth or fifth one down. Because she replied to, I think, Tim Pool's tweet about it. Anyhow, you can find it out there. Shaun King sounded slightly red-pilled on that tweet. He really did. And I think he realized immediately his mistake, and so he's going to jump right back in line. My Discord. Yeah, my Discord doesn't exist anymore. Thank you for that, Nuts. Yeah, so Shaun King, he's right. And this is something that if you are a black person out there is like, we need to make elections count. You do, but you know what you need to do? You need to stop voting for Democrats. Why? Because they keep lying to you. They keep giving you lip service and you keep falling for it. Now, that's not to say everybody doesn't do that. Of course, everybody does that. Your politicians lie to you. They tell you what you want to hear. And you vote for the guy who's saying what you want to hear. But when it's been, dare I use the word, systematic, when over and over and over again you see this stuff and it is coming from Democratic cities, maybe it's time to go, there's a problem here. Even if you don't vote for the Republican, even if you vote Green, vote Libertarian, vote whatever, vote something else. Why do you keep voting for people who keep lying to you over and over and over again? And this is the same for Democrats and Republicans in general. I know a lot of people, he's a rhino. And they don't say that as a good thing. It's like, well, are you still voting for him? Well, yeah, I don't want the Democrat to get in. I see this so often, man. They'll lie to him just enough to keep people voting for him. And then people are shocked when they turn out to be assholes. But in this specific case, I wanted to get Shaun King deserves credit. He says a lot of really, really stupid fucking shit. And for once, he got it right. For once, he's like, wait. It's not Republicans here. It's Democrats. Maybe we shouldn't vote for them. But I am curious because he says be specific. Well, are you telling people to vote Republican, Shaun? Because that seems really out of character. I also wonder how much of this is Shaun accidentally saying that and him actually meaning, no, what we really need to do is riot to make change. I've seen a lot of that because there are governments capitulating to this nonsense. Well, we got to stop. We got to change things because they're all mad. Okay. There's actually people on the Minneapolis City Council who want to get rid of the police. All right, do it. Do it. Get rid of your police. See what happens. You think? I wonder if that notion was pushed by Ilhan Omar, coming from Somalia with their anarchist crap that was going on there. I wonder if she just wants to get back to how things were in her homeland. Her birthland. Go ahead, get rid of the police. I encourage it. I really do. In the places that are talking about it, not where I live. I don't want it where. I'm not against getting rid of I'm not for getting rid of the police. But the places where you are, especially in a major metropolis like Minneapolis, sure, go ahead and get rid of the police. See how that works out. See how that works out. Watch what happens when your city is burning and it's not because there's a riot. It's just because some jackass is like, fuck it, there's no police here. You're going to turn your city into the purge, for fuck's sake. But that's what they want to do, man. And these are the people that were voted in. Yeah. Shaun, I do wonder, and I haven't seen, so maybe he did say, but I do wonder who you want them to vote for when you say be specific. Maybe it's a certain kind of Democrat. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Maybe he's on the Bernie train, because Joe Biden just clinched his nomination, guys. He hasn't been nominated yet, but he has enough votes to enough delegates to win the nomination. So maybe that's what Shaun's talking about there. Be specific about which Democrats. Is it really that bad to vote for Republicans? This is really curious to me. It really is. And I see Donald Trump is getting a lot of blame again. I saw somebody, was it Bill Maher? I think it was Bill Maher. 100,000 people dead. The economy in shambles. What was the other thing? The rioting in the street and some other stupid shit. And this is what we get for Trump. Like, well, no. Yeah, even if you could blame Corona and those 100,000 deaths on Trump, which is not fair to do, the economy collapsing and the fires in the street, not his idea. Trump didn't tell people to go burn shit down. Trump wanted the economy open back on Easter. You guys remember him getting made fun of for that? He wants to let people go back out on Easter. What a dick. What a dick. He wants people to be able to go to church on Easter, because that's what he specifically said. I want to see the pews full. And like, oh my God. He wants people to die for God. What Trump should have said is, I want people to get into those seats to protest the government and police mistreatment. It's fucking retarded, man. Bill Maher's the one who wished for a recession to get rid of Trump. No, not just wished for it, Zan. Twice. He did it twice on his program. He wanted a recession to bring down Trump, because that's the way to do it, you guys. And then we have a recession from a virus, and people are burning storefronts. I don't want to go too conspiratorial. Susan hasn't seen my dick yet. She'll get mad. Anyhow, yeah, I just wanted to point that out about Shaun, because good on him. Good on him. Now, I had videos I wanted to play for you, but I can't now. I can't because my internet's acting a fool. Oh, I do need to update you guys from yesterday. Remember the blonde chick that we looked at who had shaved her hair? She didn't really do that, you guys. I'm so sad about that. I was giddy. I was giddy at the thought of morons shaving their heads for BLM. Turns out that's actually a picture from like 2014, 2015, something like that. The bitch just shaved her head because maybe she actually is a lesbian. I don't know. But yeah, so that was fake, unfortunately. I don't know if anybody actually did it for real. As far as the hashtag BLM 1488, there was a lot of people that I saw tweeting on there that had just made their account. So it looked like somebody was trying to get that trending and may have got it trending, but it was mostly people either who were sock accounts who were, what's the other one? Pointing out that it was fake, or K-pop. K-pop. For some reason, this has become the thing to spam when you don't like something. You know what? I know there's people like, they're so cute. Okay, fine. You like them. Mix it up a little bit. Find something else another time. Every once in a while, how about, I don't know, some country line dancing, and maybe some, go back to the boy bands and have New Edition dancing up there. How about that? Did you see your mayor was marching with BLM this week? My mayor? Probably not. I don't even know who my fucking mayor is. The last mayor I knew about was a complete douchebag, and I'll be honest, I haven't paid enough attention since. Michael, thank you so much. iFunny and 4chan, we're both trying to get that stuff popular. Pretty funny if you ask me. Oh, I think both are funny. I think both are absolutely hilarious. If somebody would have actually shaved their head for BLM, that would have been a moment of comedic glory. But yeah, so far we don't have any proof that they actually did it for that, unfortunately. Ruined my day. No, it didn't. You know what ruined my day? That fucking stupid ass Third Amendment fight on Twitter. Last night, the mayor of DC said that the National Guard from Utah couldn't stay in the Marriott anymore. And it's a weird thing because she later came out and said she didn't evict them. She doesn't have that power. She actually said that. But anyway, they get kicked out, and there was was it a governor? I forget who it was, but I think it's a governor. Governor comes out and he goes, "I'm very disappointed to learn that this has happened, that they've kicked them out of the Marriott." And a whole bunch of fucking retards on Twitter started going, "It's the Third Amendment, bruh. It's the Third Amendment, bruh." Including some people who I thought were smarter than that, like Vernaculus. Like, wow, you think the Third Amendment applies to a mayor telling the National Guard that they can't stay somewhere? And it actually turns out what happened is that the mayor said she's not going to pay for the National Guard to stay there anymore. The city was footing the bill, even though the National Guard was kicking in some money for it. She said it wasn't enough. So it actually turned out to be a dispute over rent, basically. But yeah, a whole bunch of fucking absolute morons who don't know fuck all about their own constitution. Third Amendment, bruh. And then repeating the Third Amendment without actually paying attention to what it fucking says. I fucking hate stupid people. I really do. I hate people who talk about the Constitution and don't know what it means. Who don't know what it means. The Third Amendment of all of them, like, Jesus Christ, we're having a talk about this. This is an issue. That hasn't been an issue since the Revolutionary War. We kicked the Brits out and we stopped that shit. It has not been an issue. We've had like 3 cases in the entirety of our country about this shit. But yeah, it's just not something that comes up. It's the forgotten amendment of the Bill of Rights. And so I get onto my Twitter and I see Third Amendment is trending. I'm like, what the absolute fuck? Why was the National Guard in DC anyway? Because they requested National Guard help in DC, so that's what got sent. They had people, National Guard from all over sent. The National Guard contingency was either 200 or 400 people. I forget. It was a small group. It wasn't that many. Total, they had like 12 or 1,400 brought in. I forget the exact numbers. I'm not good with this shit. I'm not good with remembering numbers. I should have it in front of me. But anyway, close enough. Close enough. You can look it up. But anyway, it was a small group, and they just had the mayor saying that she wasn't going to pay for it anymore. And yeah, absolute fucking idiots. Third Amendment. It's a Third Amendment issue. How do you like that? That's stupid, man. Shut the fuck up. It's not a Third Amendment issue. If you're going to talk about the Constitution, take the fucking time to read it. Take the fucking time to read about the situation. Or shut the fuck up. My absolute favorite. Some guy comes in as we're arguing, because I just put up a post saying, "Hey guys, how is this a Third Amendment issue?" Now, me being me, I may not have said it that nicely. I may have had a couple or a fuck word in there, and I may have had some. I may have made it seem like you're stupid if you suggest it is. And this guy, he tweeted me. Somebody else tweeting out the Third Amendment. I'm like, that doesn't apply. How does it fucking apply? And he's like, well, I don't know, man. I don't live there and I'm not really up on it. I'm like, then why are you talking right now? Why are you talking? It's okay, guys, to shut the fuck up from time to time, especially if you don't know what you're talking about. I go out of my way to not talk about things I don't know about. Do I mess up sometimes? Sure. But if there's something that I have absolutely no idea about, I might give a vague opinion, but I'll tell you at that time, I don't know. I can't give you a good opinion. I can't give you my thoughts on it because I don't know enough. And I've said that repeatedly on this show and Monkey in the Morning. I'm sorry, this is Monkey and Lords of the Night. I've said that on both shows. I think that's a reasonable position to take. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, just shut the fuck up. Even if you want to give it just, okay, I kind of think it's this, but I don't know. There you go. The end. Okay, you don't know. Go look it up, man. We'll talk after you've looked it up. Cool beans. We have the fucking internet, you guys. You can look up almost anything you want to know. Almost anything. You can't look up who killed JFK. You can't look up how the towers were brought. No, I'm just kidding. You can look up almost anything. I don't know anything that you can't look up. And it's depressing to me to watch so many of my countrymen get one of the easiest amendments out there wrong and be so fucking emphatic about it. James Colley, thank you. Step right up and let us guess the amount of Downsy you have. I have 0 Downsy, but thank you. Thank you for the donation. I do argue with a lot of people that I think probably should be in a home with a caregiver. Like that guy. I don't know what goes on over there. This is just what I saw. I'm like, don't get into conversations where you don't know what's going on. Just makes you look like an asshole. Is Streamlabs off? Yes, I'm so sorry. My Streamlabs isn't, the alert box is not working. Let me try it again. I tried it right before the show and it wouldn't open up. And, oh, there it goes. Now it's opening. So sorry if I missed one. I'll get those now. Yeah, my internet's being a dick, man. It's okay because it's shitty internet. Cult of Krill, thank you so much. The chick you had on Twitter shaving her head did it for cancer awareness. Look up Holy Cross sophomore shaves head for cancer awareness on the Googs. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I knew it was not real. Somebody tweeted that to me, but I didn't know specifically what it was. Oh, James, do you want me to talk about that? Because I absolutely can. Hi, Jack. How you doing, man? Jack, are you with us? Well, we're having trouble reaching our Jack correspondent. Anybody else had their ad blocker for YouTube stop working last night? Oh, really? YouTube find a way around ad blocker? That's all right. They'll fix it. They'll figure it out. Ad blocker always seems to. Hey, I can hear you clicking. Are you there, Jack?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. How you doing, bud?
Woo. I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad. James Colley, thank you. Over the third. Okay, fine. Guess I need to James-plain it. Not now. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. You said you don't have to talk about it. That's makes it sound like it's up to me.
What's going on?
I'll talk to you about it later.
Oh.
No, I'm in a pretty good mood. Little Butt's here and
Oh.
Peanut's here and my daughter's here. And even my son-in-law. I like my son-in-law, so it'd be different. It's like, oh, that fucking jacket. No, he's a really good kid. So, hey, old guy gamer. Thank you for the response to my DM. I try to answer DMs if there's actually something to answer. I get a lot of stuff where I'm just like, I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah. Oh, I have a Streamlabs sitting here. Thank you, Snubbirth. Jack, since you're a comic man, I want your take. ACABs are using Sailor Venus as a hero because she hates cops and her mother and makes cops look incompetent. As a superhero guru, isn't there a massive trope of superheroes that are booted by the cops fit? Yeah, there's a lot of weird the cops aren't doing their job kind of theme in comics. Batman fights crime in Gotham because the Gotham PD is questionably corrupt often, and the Punisher kills people because the cops can't do anything because their hands are tied. So there's a lot of stuff that revolves around the police. So yeah, if you look, there's a lot of that sort of thing.
Pincalo, thank you so much. Says could be worse. His name could be Crawl. Whose name? Now I'm confused for real. You guys realize you could really fuck with me? Just say some random ass comment and I'd be like, shit, what the fuck were we talking about? And it would bug me for a day. But yeah, really good day. And there was a lot of stupid on Twitter, Jack, which I know makes it. I get annoyed by it, but I also enjoy it. I enjoy that annoyance. I've talked about that on the show before. Angry Illinoisan, thank you so much. Jack is here. Now it's a party.
Woo!
Speaking of here, Satsu, my friend, how are you?
Hold on, give me a second. I gotta turn the audio on. There we go. Hi.
How you doing, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what am I listening to? What the heck is this? There's like a video playing in my background. Okay, there it is. Yay! What's up, Monk?
Oh, not much, man. Real quick, let me get a couple of super chats here. Michael, thank you. 116-146-3839-36272-9262-792. Okay.
I feel like I pulled off a robot in binary code.
I just started the apocalypse. T-Birdis, thank you so much. People call Batman a fascist, but he's far from it.
True.
Batman is awesome. And I can't tell you how happy I am that my granddaughter was running around in a Batgirl outfit today. Well, Batgirl mask.
That's adorable.
It made me so happy. She loves the superhero girls. And I bought her a Batgirl mask and a Batgirl gun that shoots little darts. It's awesome. It can shoot 3 at a time. It has 2 modes. You can shoot 1 at a time or 3 at a time. I like that's cool. But I let her play with it instead of taking it from her. How was the day with the fam, Satsu?
It was good. Aaliyah was she was both kind of having that shit and also not really having that shit.
Nice.
Because there was some family member, she was like, okay, all right, I guess you're cool. And then my both of my brothers kind of look like me, so that freaked her the fuck out when she saw them. She's like, whoa, hold on a second. Otherwise, it was fun. I let my mom try the VR headset, and oh my god, about 30 straight minutes of absolute hilarity ensued. That was a good time.
This is a good time to remind everybody we're brought to you by you. Hit that like button, hit the share button. And Nuts has been kind enough to drop all 3 of our Streamlabs. Throw pennies at us. We like pennies. Pennies, pesos, loonies, pence, whatever you got. We like it. Gentlemen, I have to talk about something.
Is it pancakes?
It's not pancakes, but it might as well be.
Is this about your penis again?
No, we're not talking about the penis until later.
Oh, thank God.
It's later in the script. This is an updated stay-at-home order from Contra Costa County, however you said it. Number 1 says social outdoor gatherings up to 12 people. And then it says protests of up to 100.
What? Real quick, thank you, James Kelly. Jack, here's my money. I won't need it because Corona Chan. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Okay, you can read that Streamlabs.
Okay, I'll read that one now. Thank you, Jack, who says, you don't have to read this out. Here's an update. The Corona test I took came back negative. Don't tell Jack. I want to mess with him on a future donation.
Yeah, thanks, James. Thanks. I'm still going to have nightmares about that, right?
And yes, Joe Fapps, this is a serious thing. They, if you're going outdoors to say have a picnic or barbecue or to play football, 12 people. If you're going out there to protest, you can have 100.
What state is this?
I don't know where Contra Costa County is.
I'm guessing California, but
sounds like it.
What if they come by and you're like having a cookout and they're like, what are you doing? You can't do this. Be like, we're protesting your stupid order.
You know, you can't protest those orders. It has to be something else.
Look, we're protesting vegans by barbecuing.
Yeah, there you go.
But this brings up something else. I want to bring this up on the screen. Now, I don't know if you can see it. Right down here in the corner. This says, "Justice for George Floyd. These clever Hasidic kids decided to turn their carnival into a Justice for George Floyd rally, and now the NYPD cannot break it up." So the little Jewish kids are like, we want to have our carnival, some carnival probably for school or something, but that would be too many people. So they decided to make it a George Floyd rally instead.
Oh, that's genius thinking there. Those kids deserve good grades.
Well, they're Jews, of course. They're smart.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, thank you, Evolved Potato, for the donation. Hey, it's the English major, the weeb, and the cripple. It's basically the Lords of the Night. Ouch, man. Ouch.
Yeah, that makes you Scribe, but you do have the English major, so. Welcome to my BLM protest birthday party. Thank you, Jedi Ghost Bear. Indeed, right? But here's the thing. Like in that one place, you just have to be protesting. So you can have 100 people as long as you call. You don't even have to be disrespectful to George, because that was a little disrespectful to George.
It was.
No, disrespectful would be a Klan rally with George's poster saying, like, we're protesting.
You could have just said police brutality protest or something like that, you know? You didn't have to use his names, but you don't even have to just protest. Humble Clay says George was a thug. Let's talk about that for a minute, because I've seen this around a lot. And Candace Owens did a big video the other day. Did either of you guys watch her video?
I saw it, but I didn't watch it. I was at my mom's house when I saw it, and I'm just like, oh, no, I can't do this to myself right now.
Meta and Frank are pointing out that was California. And
yeah, makes
San
sense.
Francisco Bay Area.
Candace was making the point. She said, look, we need justice for George. Absolutely, those cops need to go to jail from what we saw.
Mm-hmm.
But she said black people are the only people who celebrate the lowest of their race.
Mm-hmm.
And she used George as the example here because he's, being played up as a martyr. And her point was that George has gone to jail for armed robbery, drugs, and then armed home invasion. He did, if I remember the numbers correctly, he did a stint of 6 months, then 10 months, then 10 months, and then I want to say 5 years, but don't quote me on that. He did years for the home invasion.
Yeah, home invasion is a pretty serious charge.
Him and a group of guys busted in on a pregnant woman.
Jesus.
Yeah. And so he went to prison for that, and he gets out, and he was high as fuck that day, which explains the way he was walking. Did you guys see the drugs in his system? Holy fuck. I don't know how he was alive with that. He had coke, meth, and a shit ton of marijuana.
Didn't he have some fentanyl in there too?
Oh, yeah, and fentanyl. So fentanyl, coke, meth, and marijuana. Like, Jesus, motherfucker. Were you trying to die?
Well, they build up an immunity over time. So you got to keep pushing the limit.
Thank you.
Oh, go ahead.
Let me get this. Thank you, Michael says, don't forget child abandoner. Now, that I don't know much about, so I couldn't speak on it. Go ahead, Satsu.
I'm about to say, it's actually kind of fucked up if you think about it. Like, if you've been a shitty person who's done nothing but break laws and fuck other people over and committed several crimes, the best way you can go out as a black person is being killed by the cops wrongfully. And then you're a hero instantly. Everything you have ever done that has been remotely bad is completely erased now. Now you're a hero. And it makes me think about the people who were victims of all the stuff they did, how they feel right now.
Well, Candace brought that up. She goes, imagine being that girl that they did the home invasion on and seeing everybody talk about what a great man he was.
Yeah.
Real quick, Toxic Nightshade, thank you. I feel bad for interrupting, but just want to throw you some love again. Not that dirty hippie kind of love, but the appreciation kind of love. We've seen some dirty hippies on the show that I would absolutely love after I washed them. Get a potato scrubber and take it to them and then jump on it. But I appreciate the not hippie love. And Gamer Bleen says Ozzy and Keith Richards. Yeah, talking about building up a tolerance. No shit. But here's the thing, though. Looking at this, and I absolutely agree with Candace's point there. I don't know if black people are the only ones to do it. I can't think of any other group. But I also don't think that it should get lost that George still died in a way that he shouldn't have.
Exactly, but that's where the problem lies, because you can't talk about one without somebody accusing you of saying that, well, he deserved to die.
Yeah.
And the bottom line is, like I said, I've been telling people this for the past 2 days. Until we, as a society or as the human race, can all collectively look at the whole picture instead of just whatever fits the narrative or whatever's convenient. I'm like, everything, literally everything it is that you are trying to stop, fight against, or advocate for or against, it will never end. Like it just can't. Everything will always be here. So all of your crusades are a waste of time. And they will forever be a waste of time as long as you claim that we can't have that other conversation that's relevant. We can only talk about this thing right now. It's like, okay.
Frank, thank you so much. He held a gun to the pregnant lady's stomach, but the cops were still overly rough, though I still wonder about cause of death, I think is what he means by COD there. Cause of death, it depends on which autopsy you look at. One is neither of them is strangulation. One was I forget what it's called, but that just blood flow cut off to the head. And the counties was I forget the terminology for it, but the autopsy's out there. You can go read it. And somebody said he was a large man. He was 6'4". He was a big motherfucker. But look, yeah. Why is no one talking about Breonna Taylor? Nobody's talking about Breonna Taylor because that happened 2 months ago, almost 3 months ago. Louisville erupted when all of this kicked off, and that was the night 7 people got shot that night. There's rioting in Louisville, but most people aren't talking about it because we didn't see the video. We're talking about George because we all saw that video. I mean, when you hear this man, no matter what he did in his past life, begging for his mom on the ground with his last breaths, that's fucking hard to see. Very hard to see.
Yeah.
And yeah, that got people riled up because fuck, man, watching death is not easy. Riots are how criminals protest. Well, yeah, that's why I call them riots. But yeah, I don't want it to get lost that I mean, he still didn't deserve to die that way, but yeah, he's not a hero. He was a bad man. Did bad things in his life. Was still he was a drug addict. I feel like our prison drug reform or our prison drug programs aren't working very well.
You think?
Oh God. So yeah, I just wanted to address that because I don't want it lost that it's perfectly fine to talk about that as long as you're still going, this man didn't deserve to die that way. He was a bad man, so don't celebrate him as a great human being because he wasn't. He was a shithead.
No, this is the way that SJWs and progressives create saints.
Yeah.
You did some bad things, but look at your miraculous turnaround by becoming a martyr for the cause.
What else do we have? Oh, Satsu, I thought of you tonight because I read this. And you, good for you. You saw it and put your PayPal link there. She said, if you're saving hundreds a month in lockdown, but are donating less than $100 to BLM causes, you're a piece of shit. Sorry. Miss Sarah Manabez, whatever her fucking name is. And I told her she was racist. She should just give that money directly to black people. And I thought of you. But I don't know if you want me giving out your PayPal like that, or I would have.
Nah, I don't care.
You can donate to my black friend right here.
Yeah, man. Don't be a piece of shit. Show me that you truly care about the lives of the black men.
Let me know if she donates.
She did.
Oh, damn.
And I'm sure she won't. But I'll keep an eye out just in case. And
it better be at least $100.
You notice she didn't respond. Like there's quite a few tweets in that feed she responded to. Not a single response was to a person who dropped their PayPal. Though.
Of course not.
Well, she didn't say she was going to give you the money. She's telling other people to do it.
I'm trying to do what I can.
All right, we got another visual. This is Camel Toe Harris talking to a young black girl. And she says this: never ask anyone permission to lead. Just lead. Kamala Harris didn't get in the position she's in by just leading. She got in the position she's in by sucking Willie Brown's dick.
She led with her mouth.
I mean, I suppose you can take it that way.
Well, hold on.
Yeah,
Willie did.
Hold on.
So
Let's be fair.
okay.
She didn't ask for permission to suck his dick. She just sucked it.
You don't know that. She might have.
Real quick, thank you, Jordan250. Sharing a bit of the reward I got for returning a lost dog. Hopefully that blind guy doesn't realize it was some random stray.
Oh, no.
Thanks, Jordan.
Oof.
Yeah, your boy Pat. Kamala Harris slept her way to the top. And look, I'd bang it. She's cute. I'd
Maybe
tap that.
So do you get donations almost exclusively from people doing horrible things?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
He made the mistake one night of telling people, somebody made one of those horrible donations. He made the mistake of telling him that that'll give him nightmares.
Oh, shit.
I think about these things.
Yeah.
I'm not a total asshole, just most of the time.
Yeah,
Well,
they mistake you for me. I'm the total asshole.
How about you guys donate to me and tell me about the money you didn't give to like a white supremacist?
Yeah, prove you're not racist. Send some money to Satsu.
Yeah, I was gonna give this to the KKK, but then I remembered that 3 Ks is just one too many.
That's too many Ks. Double K, not triple K. No.
That's it. Oh, Gamer Verlaine, thank you. Have you seen the whitest protest ever? It happened in Arizona, and the protesters freaked out. The whitest protest ever.
I can put that again, guys. Tonight I can't show video because my internet has been just garbage, but I will throw the link that she's talking about into chat. This is from our friend Blunty Blondie's channel. I didn't realize Blondie was using her channel again. She hadn't used it for like a year, and 3 weeks ago she started using it again. She's documenting protests and stuff. It's cool. So check that out if you guys are interested. This is one of the ones that she did, and it's this black girl basically telling white people what to do and them doing it. She yells at a white dude for smiling. Yeah. Oh God, it's funny.
You know
Plus,
why
it's a
she
good way.
yelled at that guy, don't you?
No.
Because teeth are white, so obvious symbols of white supremacy.
Well, speaking of white supremacy, Jennifer Nuzzo, Dr. PH, which we've been told is public health, said we should always evaluate the risks and benefits of efforts to control the virus. In this moment, the public health risk of not protesting to demand an end to systemic racism greatly exceeds the harm of the virus.
That's good to know.
Yes, right now, guys, your grandma's far more likely to die of systemic racism than COVID. How many people are dying a day right now? I haven't looked in a while, and they've stopped talking about it so much. It must have slowed down.
It says Joe Biden officially clinches Democratic presidential nomination.
Yeah, there was a primary yesterday or tonight. I forget which. There was like 5 primaries, and he got enough delegates. So once the convention comes, he will officially be their nominee.
Did you guys talk about Hillary today on Lords?
No, well, look, even if we talked about it on Lords, it's free game here. No, what'd she do?
Apparently, she lost her appeal and has to go to court for the emails.
Ha ha.
Yeah.
Thank you, X-Bubba Hotep. Found some money on a tray at a church and figured I'd share some with you.
Bruh.
Thanks. I think we're both going to hell.
Jordan says, was going to donate this to Antifa, but they quit attacking trash cans. And Cirque Zero, thank you. I found this in George Floyd's pockets. I'm sure he would have wanted you to have it.
Oh no.
Trump. I mean, Kurt.
SJ Jar Jar Binks, thank you so much. You want a proper riot? Turn off the internet. Oh yeah, that would happen. For the record, 900 people died of COVID yesterday. Just want to throw that out there.
Who cares? Frank, thank you. I was going to donate to Shaun King, but decided I'd donate to a real black man instead.
Damn.
Holy shit.
He's not wrong.
Ouch. Look.
Although I do want to point out again, guys, Shaun King was right on Twitter today.
What did he say?
He said to stop telling people to vote instead of riot. They've been voting for Democrats. The Democrats run the big cities, and that you need to tell them, or they need to vote for the right people. Basically, I'm paraphrasing all of that, but yeah, basically, he's like, Democrats are the problem in these cities.
I mean, nobody wants to, but see, and here's the thing about people don't want to talk about that stuff because that actually leads to a solution. That's an actual problem that you can do something about. And they're like, well, if we do something about it, then it'll be fixed and we can't bitch about it anymore. So we'll pretend like you didn't say that.
Look, Al Sharpton needs a job. And complaining about race relations is all he's good at.
I've never understood how that connection's not made. I mean, Republicans pointed out all the time. Independents pointed out all the time. They're like, stop voting for these idiots if this is the problem you're having.
Well, the issue is these people are not voting. The people who are voting for these people are not the people who are bitching about the stuff that's going on in their state. The only thing that these people think that matter, like most of them still think that Donald Trump is responsible for all of their statewide issues. A good majority, and I've talked to several people over the past couple days, you will be surprised how many people have absolutely no idea that the shit that's happening in their state, the stuff that affects them every day, is not Donald Trump's doing. They have no idea. I'm like, what do you think you have a mayor for? What do you think you have a governor for?
Yeah.
Like, what? Why do these people exist? You have no idea, because even they are telling you that it's Trump's fault. It's not us. It's out of our hands. Like, then what are you here for?
Couple of donations real quick. SJ Jar Jar Bink, thank you again. As you may know, we had a riot in Montreal in support of BLM. In my defense, as a Canadian, our hockey game was canceled, so we had to improvise. Never riot. It's not good for you. And Evolved Potato, thank you. Do all the dead police and people killed by the protesters count as death by racism because they died because of riots? Those were COVID deaths? I'm almost positive. Gamer Vleen, thank you. Wow, that was dark, Satsu, and I was using the monk to Satsu scale.
Are you commenting on how black I am?
There's a darkness scale between me and you?
Yeah, and
I mean, there is, and if you guys saw us side by side, you go, there's definitely a scale here.
You just keep opening the door to these jokes.
Well, I mean, it's true, but I thought we were talking figuratively.
Well, Monkey passed white a long time ago and has dipped very deeply into white.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't dip into Karen territory, I think we're all good. Thank you, Okie Native. This was going to be the money to put a GoFundMe to help a children's hospital, but you probably need comics. Thanks, Okie.
Yeah, fuck them kids. The story I just put into chat, I'm going to just talk about it real briefly. Because it's my feel-good story of the day, and I like this story so much I actually went up and told Lady Monkey about it after I read it. Or watched it in this case. This guy, he moved to Detroit and bought a fixer-upper house, one that the city owned.
You can call it a crack den. It's fine.
Well, he was fixing it and building it all up, and it burned to the ground. He's got five kids, and they did a story on him and put out his GoFundMe. He has raised $449,000.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the story. Look, I've read so much negative garbage that reading something like that just made me go, there's a little hope for humanity left.
A little. But if we're lucky, he'll move out of Detroit because it's Detroit and you shouldn't want to live there.
You know, I'm not, you're not wrong. Take that shit and move somewhere else, man.
Yeah, move to like South Dakota. You could buy yourself an entire ranch for that much money.
Yeah, your 5 kids could go play. How many? Wait, I wanted to see that. I forgot. He's got, oh God, 4 girls. You poor son of a bitch.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
He is $42 away from 450,000.
Yeah, he needs to get the fuck out of Detroit. 4 girls? Come on.
SJRJ Bing, thank you again. I'd riot too if my local KFC burned down and I'm white. If my local KFC burned down, I would fucking riot. And you're gonna piss off Pat in chat here, but KFC is the bomb, man. I had KFC for dinner tonight.
KFC's fucking disgusting.
You know what? I wouldn't have any issue with KFC if the motherfuckers would stop forgetting my sauce.
Right? Like, they gave us coleslaw instead of mac and cheese the last time I ate there. I'm like, how do you fuck that up?
Look, I love their coleslaw, so I'd have been okay with that.
No, coleslaw's disgusting.
No, their mac and cheese is disgusting. It's overcooked.
Yeah, their mac and cheese don't taste like shit.
Yeah, the coleslaw is like a soupy version of garbage salad. Like, seriously, something you found in a dumpster and scooped up and served to customers.
Yeah.
James Colley, thank you. I call BS. Your crip ass doesn't run, or is tumbling considered running now? That's not nice.
Popeyes.
You hurt my feelings.
Real quick, thank you, Evolved Potato, for the generous donation. I got this from sewing little bits of metal I dug up. Did you know that centimeters have a lot of metal around the heads of the grave? Cemeteries, oh my God, have a lot of metal around the heads of the graves. I found some bullets too when I was going through the veterans section.
Oh,
that's dark, man.
That one's dark.
Thank you, Evolved. Popeyes is better.
Okay, I'm kind of glad that Evolve hasn't got to me yet, because
Okie Native, thank you. KFC is better chicken. Popeyes has better sides. KFC coleslaw, man. It's about now. Their biscuits are a little drier than I like.
Fucking hockey pucks.
Yeah, that's why they give you that butter.
Oh wait, we're talking about KFC, right?
Yeah.
Oh, KFC's biscuits are fine.
They're a little too dry, but you put the butter on them and they're okay.
Yeah, I like putting honey on those. Popeyes biscuits are them fucking hockey pucks.
Yeah, you put some butter and some honey on a KFC biscuit if it's still nice and warm. Oh yeah, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we? Go
if
ahead,
you've
Jack.
ever been to Raising Cane's, I don't know if they have those where you guys are, but that's fucking fantastic. They have this amazing dipping sauce. And Zaxby's is pretty good. But yeah, Chick-fil-A is probably the best. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is pretty good.
Oh, I love Chick-fil-A. I do want to say this. KFC's barbecue sauce that they give you in the little sauce packet for like dipping your chicken strips. That barbecue sauce is fucking gross.
Well,
and I always fall for it. I'm like, well, it's barbecue sauce. I'll try it. And it's fucking gross.
Yeah, their barbecue sauce is disgusting. Their honey barbecue sauce, though, I fucks with that.
I like their honey mustard that they have. It's really good. We should talk about this. MSNBC has a new legal analyst.
Analyst?
Uh-oh.
Former FBI lawyer Lisa Page.
That bitch?
Yes. For those of you who don't remember Lisa Page, she was the one fucking Peter Strzok, and they had those texts back and forth about how they're gonna make sure Donald Trump didn't win, and who was advising on the Flynn case that's falling apart in front of them. Yeah, she's their new legal analyst.
To be fair, CNN likes losers. So
MSNBC.
Whatever. Like, there's difference.
Oh, and CNN is actually, I read this today, believe it or not, #1 in the key demographic. What is it, 18 to 45-year-olds or 54-year-olds, something like that, for the last week.
It's depressing.
Isn't it? You have a pretty hardcore audience over there on MSNBC. and you have Fox turning into a more liberal channel, which is not why people watch it. So yeah, who's left?
OANN.
They're probably coming up. SJ Jar Jar Binks, thank you. And for stupid, in the Minnesota riots, naked man fights with riot. Teens drive by blacks in their expensive sports cars waving coiled rope. Did they really? Fucking morons.
Well, there's an assembly of stupid going on. Different groups of dumb people are all forming together down at these events because they're all idiots, and idiots are drawn to each other. That's how you get mobs and riots. You get a lot of dumb people in a confined space, and it's called a soccer riot.
Gamer Valine, thank you. Never mind whitest thing ever, coleslaw. Yeah, nasty. That is some white people shit. I like KFC for cold cabbage and mayo salad. Wow. The coleslaw is good. Stop it.
It's gross.
It's not. It's really good.
Gross.
Did you watch the Rosenstein testimony? I watched about 2/3 of it. Well, I watched maybe 2.5 hours. What is it, like 3.25? I can't. I watched 2.5 hours of that shit, and it was the same old thing over and over. Lindsey Graham and Dianne Feinstein, they could have just done their opening statements, their opening questions, and been done with it. I mean, I don't think there was anything else really learned. It was all the same stuff over and over again. Idiots are having screaming fits over Chick-fil-A again. Chick-fil-A is awesome. I've never had just their strips or anything. I only get their regular chicken sandwich, and it's wonderful.
Oh, their chicken strips are even better.
Yeah, so I don't know what else news we have, guys. I think I've gone through my stupid tonight. Oh no, God, I wish I could show videos. Did you two see the video of the two female cops who refused to shoot?
I saw that when I got home.
Yeah, they should both be fired.
I just put a link in the chat, guys. We'll talk about it in just a second. SJ Jar Jar Binks, thank you so much. Jack, you didn't see the moron standing outside his house with the AR-15 as protesters walked by saying a certain German history figure was right.
Wow. No, I did not see that.
I'm not surprised. There's a lot of morons. There was a woman caught on tape yelling at a guy about how much she hates Jews. Ridiculous woman. What were we so there's these two cops in a convenience store, and a guy comes in with a knife, and they're female cops, and the one backs off. He gets between them. One of the cops is standing by the door. One of them is inside the store, and this all takes place in front of the counter. And the one who's by the counter fires what looks like a taser at him and misses and drops it on the floor, and then she runs behind the counter. I want to reiterate, he had a knife.
He also had a very small dog with him.
Yeah. I got blocked by an anti-Semite. Thank you, Gamer Valine. Yeah, good. I'm not a fan of anti-Semites. So then the guy, he's trying to get the clerk to give him stuff, and the clerk keeps pulling it back away. The clerk was more of a badass than the cops were.
I don't think there should be women cops.
The female cop is standing behind the counter with her gun pointed at this guy and does nothing. The guy eventually leaves the store, and it looks like he started to attack the female cop who had been standing by the door. He just
ran out the door, too.
He bull rushes her right out. I'm like, what in the fuck just happened?
Well, that bitch ran outside and then came back, didn't she?
Yeah.
Because it looked like she ran away and left her partner there to get stabbed to death.
Yeah, we've talked before about how easy it is to, stab somebody if you're holding a gun, and that's true if you can close a distance. But when you're behind a counter, there's a counter in between the two of you. You've got it pointed at his chest. He's not closing that distance before you can pull the trigger. And a lot of people pointed to the whole female thing, dude. And I'm with you on that because these didn't look like big burly women. But to me, you know what I just kept hearing in my head? De-escalation.
Yeah.
De-escalation. Because that's their mantra now. De-escalation. We got to de-escalate this shit. Well, it didn't escalate. Nobody got hurt. He got to steal shit and leave. Is this what we're headed towards?
Well, to be fair, she was waiting on the community support from community policing.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to call in the neighborhood and form a posse.
The other one we need to talk about, SJ Jar Jar Binks, thank you so much. The reason the cops are leery about any more fatalities, look where we are now. Well, that's a good segue. We talked yesterday about that guy who got pushed down by the cops and busted his head open.
Yeah.
And we pointed out he wasn't pushed down by the cops. He was pushed and that knocked him off balance, which made him trip and hit his head.
He's like 75 years old.
Yeah, he's 75. Satsu, check your Streamlabs, bud.
Okay, sorry. Squishy came in.
Oh, that's fine.
Of all potato, my Chinese neighbor paid me some money to bring a sack he had to his brother's Chinese food shop. It made some weird noises. On an unrelated note, some of the local pets have gone missing. The little girl across the street has been crying about her cat.
Wow. Well, thanks for sharing.
That's dark. Before we get back into it, thank you, Frank. This reminds me of the money's women should be cops point, but also Minneapolis's future.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of places future.
Yeah, I think we should all be a little worried about that.
Well, so the two cops that were directly involved and pushed the guy down got suspended. And the rest of that group, it's a first response group, resigned. They did not resign their position as police officers, but they resigned from that response group. There's a whole bunch. Oh, you guys responded because they beat up this old man. They didn't beat him up. If you watch it, we talked about this last night. His hands go towards that cop's gun. Do I think he was going for it? No. But the cops who were next to him and see this happening were like, get the fuck back.
Yeah, he just ran up on him. I couldn't tell what he was doing in the video because I only watched it once. But he ran up on him and the cop just kind of pushed him back, like, back up off me. And dude fell. And then the one cop tried to help him up and the other cop stopped him. And it's like, no, just keep moving.
Well, once you see that blood coming out of the ear, you wait for a paramedic.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to
jostle somebody with a head injury. You could paralyze them.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him, he stops him from doing it and immediately gets on his radio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have EMT on scene too, because they mentioned that in one of the articles that there were ambulances nearby.
Stacy says Tim Pool made a video about it. I haven't seen it. What was it? Did he point out any of this shit? B Junkie says looks like he pointed at the gun. His hand got very close to that gun, and you do not do that.
No, you can't take the risk that somebody's reaching for it, and you have to make a split-second decision. Do you push this guy, or do you let him reach for your partner's gun? And you don't want somebody just grabbing cops' guns. That's generally ends poorly.
Snubber, thank you. PSA pointed out the article. The association that pays for cops' legal fund refused to pay for their legal fees. I'm not shocked. They're trying to save face.
Yeah.
Yeah. They shouldn't have pushed him. B Junkie, I hope you get to live in the world where the cops do nothing ever. I really do, because that seems to be what you want. Sometimes they're assholes, and sometimes it's justified. Do not reach near a cop's gun. Period. He's lucky he didn't get his ass shot off.
It's one of those situations where there's no right answer, because maybe everybody was in the wrong, or maybe it was a bad decision, but a lot of things conflated for that situation to happen, and the guy ended up tripping over his feet. If you're in your 70s, don't go to a fucking protest. That's just you're asking to get hurt. That's foolish. Protesting's a young person's game. I'm sorry.
Protesting's an idiot's game.
Well, there's that. But if you're going to do stuff like that, don't go up to the front line where a bunch of armed guys are telling you to go back. You're seriously asking for a problem. And yeah, it's sad the guy's hurt. I feel bad for him. But honestly, I can see both sides of this, and it's tragic either way. So, but it is what it is. And the cops did what they thought they had to do. I'm not necessarily blaming them for what happened to that guy.
I can't blame them. One, that was a little push. If you look at it, it was not a hard shove.
Well, he's holding a truncheon, so he could have just clubbed the dude if he really wanted to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He just, it knocked him off balance. That's what made him go down.
Yeah.
It wasn't that it was a huge shove. You can take somebody down with a small shove just because they're not expecting it.
Yeah, people get off balance. It happens.
The geriatric acted stupid. Cops are paid to deal with stupid people. They could have done better. What?
Wow. You have seconds to make a decision. That's Monday morning quarterbacking. You can't. In the situation, you're seeing it from a different perspective than the camera is. The camera's up higher. Maybe this guy didn't see how close the guy was. He thought he was going for the officer's gun. You have to remember, you're in the heat of the moment. Your adrenaline's going. You're trying to move people along. You see somebody coming up to another cop. It's a no-win position. Stacy's right.
Jordan, thank you. I made the suggestion to put a bunch of rubber balls in a trebuchet and launching them at rioters. I was told 2020 was medieval enough with the plague. You're probably not wrong. And one more. Thank you, Evolved Potato. Personally, I think the old guy was wanting to put on being assaulted by police for the cameras and accidentally got really hurt. I can see that too. And of course he wanted to put on for the cameras. He got right up in the fucking police's face. Yeah. Go ahead and touch me. Anyhow. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Jack.
No, I was just telling Satsu to check his Streamlabs.
Oh, check your Streamlabs, Satsu.
I'm looking at it. There's nothing here. Hold on.
Should be from Circus Zero.
Let me refresh.
This happens sometimes, guys. Sorry, Cirque.
Yeah, that's gonna. I gotta wait for it to come in. So once it comes in, I will read it because it's still showing Evolved Potatoes from 8 minutes ago. That's the last donation. So
yeah. What else we got going on in the world today? I know there was more.
There's always more. Things are crazy.
Oh, there was another great video of some influencer setting up a photo opportunity.
Oh, yeah, the chick with the drill.
Yeah. No, we talked about her the other night.
Oh, another one.
This is a new one. I'll throw the link in the chat. Again, guys, sorry, I don't trust my internet to actually show video tonight. Gamer Vleen, thank you. Check DMs, and here's the match and a fan for Jack. I'll check my DMs in a little bit, but thank you for the donation. This chick, she has a photographer with her. She walks out into the street, holds up a Black Lives Matter sign, and then just leaves. It's wonderful. You should check it out. It's a short video. It's 6 seconds. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. And I don't understand if these influencers are they just that stupid? There are so many cameras around right now. This isn't like when they stage a picture in their house to make it look like they're in Tahiti. This is going out into a middle of a riot that's being filmed by 4,000 people at the same time. You didn't think somebody might see that?
We're talking about the same people who call up places and like, hey, I'm an influencer. You should let me come to your place and get everything for free, and I'll tell people how good you are.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that bitch that tried to get like a free trip a few years back.
Yeah.
I love the people, the businesses who are just like, fuck you.
Yeah, that one guy, what is that? Was it an Irish place? I can't remember, the one that went so viral. That was great. And the chick made the video crying about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was beautiful.
What a bitch.
Hey, for whatever reason, Circus Zero, this donation still hasn't shown up, and I'm not sure why.
Cirque, are you sure you made it to the which account did you make it to? And Earl Watson, thank you. I say release skunks into crowds.
Well,
That would be awesome.
I checked both just in case, but Cirque just did a donation 11 minutes ago, so he had to do it to the same one, I'm assuming. So, and I read the one from 11 minutes ago that was going to donate to help. Oh wait, no. So why'd they put this one so far back? Okay,
because
so
they could.
They refreshed it, but they put it behind the other donation. That's why I thought it was from earlier. It was going to donate to help save child soldiers, but hey, childhood trauma builds character. Sorry, sir. That's why I thought. I'm like, they put it. Okay, my bad. I don't know how I missed that.
That one's dark.
Yeah, that's fucked. Thank you for the donation.
Evil One sent me a video a little while back that I'm going to share with the class because good stuff. Looter chick tried to report her car getting damaged and like getting arrested.
Oh, I saw that video. Yeah, they were kicking her out of the police department. Like, no, get out of here. Oops. I don't know what she did, but it is amazing how staged that is at the beginning there. I mean, the camera's right in her face. She knew this was going to happen.
Some people are pretty fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen and heard situations of people hearing about, like, hey, some people did this and got arrested when they did it, and they're like, oh, well, maybe we should try it. Maybe we can get some attention. Or it's just like, oh my god, so fucking why? And then, like I said before, everybody's refusing to look at the whole picture, and they're just like, no, there's only bad people where I say that there are. Everybody else is good. If they're not on the side that I don't like, then they're all good people with good intentions. And I'm just like, yeah, you know, humanity will be fucked until humanity stops existing. Even if there was two people left on the planet, they would both be shitty individuals with fighting over dumb shit.
Speaking of dumb shit, I need to switch topics here because I forgot to talk about this on Lords of the Night, and this one annoyed me today. YouTube has a new feature. If you search certain topics, a little box will pop up at the top to tell you about developing news. And
I saw this.
Yeah, there was a bit of a Donald Trump gave a speech on the economy today, and at one part, he actually starts talking about how we need to have equality in the way people are treated when they're interacting with the police, and that he said he thought George Floyd would think that today's a good day.
Yeah.
I wanted to see it for myself because I saw people talking about it. So I went to YouTube and I typed in Trump speech. And at the top, it gave me a story. The story is this Republican senator just admitted what we've all known about the GOP for a while now. Developing news related to Trump's speech. It's a opinion piece from Chris fucking Cillizza.
Oh man, the lefties love the Chris Cillizza.
Opinion pieces at that.
Yeah, well, they're all opinion pieces with Chris Cillizza.
Yeah,
he's an opinion writer.
He's like that smelly looking fat dude, Brian Stelter.
I have now seen this idiot used as a fact check on Twitter and as developing news on YouTube. And there's a little box you can click when this comes up, or it's got the 3 buttons over at the side, like most of their stuff does.
Yeah.
And you can click on, why am I seeing this? And you go there and it tells you if there's breaking news that's relevant to your search, they will put this little box there.
Yeah. Breaking news in the sense of like the latest mind control nonsense. This is fucking propaganda stuff. Like, this is scary.
They didn't even link to an article, a news article. It's a fucking opinion piece.
Oh, that's all it takes to correct your wrong think there, buddy.
This is why Twitter had to apologize when they used Chris. Because his piece had nothing to do with what they said. What they were supposedly fact-checking. They actually had to come out and fucking apologize. How is this man getting so much coverage? He's a fucking retard. And why? Why, YouTube? Are you putting out links to CNN? Because when you go to that site, it's not a Google retelling of the story. It's actually CNN.
Yeah, well, that's, they've been pushing CNN so much in my feed. I think they have some kind of like deal with them where they give each other good publicity or something.
I did see another one that was for The Hill.
Kickbacks.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, kickbacks?
Kickbacks, yeah.
I saw another one that was for The Hill. And, okay, at least that maybe you can say is news. And they did change it. If you search Trump's speech a little bit later, they changed it to one that was an actual news article that, again, wasn't related to Trump's speech at all. I'm just, as a YouTuber, watching YouTube promote CNN. Are you kidding? It's not even a CNN video, guys. It takes them to the site. It takes them off of YouTube.
I'm telling you, there's some kind of kickback program going on here. There's got to be. But that's also why I have a BitChute account.
Oh, my God.
Because this is getting stupid over here.
YouTube is a hot-ass mess, but I got backup plans.
I don't. I'm a cripple.
And
none of the other sites are near as big.
Nah, you're both going to be thought streamers on Twitch. We know it.
I would do it.
Dude, I'm going to be swinging my dick on my OnlyFans like, please.
I will push my man titties together as little as they are and be like, give me money. Oh, man. I it's retarded. You're actively taking people off your site to send them to read Chris Saliza.
No, to correct their wrong think, monkey. Get educated.
It's asinine. I'm going to miss you guys once the Ministry of Love takes over the internet.
Right?
They're breaking the rules that qualifies them as a platform, meaning they can get in trouble for their user content. You mean publisher? Yeah, and we'll see what happens with that, because this is what I've talked about before. The reason the newspapers are considered publishers and can be held responsible is specifically the fact that, like with opinion pieces, they approve what goes in there.
Yep.
And when you specifically say, go read Chris Saliza, you are pushing an opinion piece. You could get away with it if it was on your own site. You could just be, no, it's a random video we chose. But, I mean, Donald Trump is looking at you guys really hard right now, and you're doing this stupid shit.
They think they're immune because they've been paying off these Congress people with donations for ages, and they've never been investigated yet. Why would they? They think they're powerful, and they are. So, Orange Man bad all day long.
I can't believe this. This is fucking retarded. WR Costa says, did you guys hear that Denver police were ordered to stop using rubber bullets and other less than lethal force by a judge? I linked it to MITAM. People are surprised rubber bullets hurt.
Yeah, it's actually shocking. I'm like, oh my God, it's made of rubber. How's that?
Made of rubber, not Nerf. What are they, fucking retarded? I saw that picture of that fat chick showing off all the damage she took. Yeah, first of all, you're a giant target. Second of all, yeah, they're rubber bullets. It's for crowd control.
Yeah.
What did you think that meant? They're going to come up and be like, we got some foam swords, and we're going to pretend we're wizards, and you're an orky. No, you're fucking dumb.
Did you see that they put, like, this is what they call those so-called non-lethal rubber bullets? I'm like, you look still alive.
Right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Non-lethal bullet. What are you, fucking stupid?
They put them in quotes like non-lethal. I'm like, but but you didn't dead.
Yeah.
Well, they keep pointing to this case where some kid got shot in the head with one right in the back of the head, like point blank range, and he's retarded now. He's still alive.
Non-lethal though, like they're still did he dead?
But are you dead? Yeah, I've seen a lot because there's also that picture of that homeless guy in a wheelchair who got shot in the eye by one.
Mm.
I have so many questions about that picture because his pants are down. They're not all the way down. They're just down past his butt. He's sitting in a wheelchair and his pants are down past his butt. I don't know why.
The homeless orgy that he was just at.
I mean, it's not a good picture, and they shouldn't be aiming for the head, but if they're aiming for the chest of everyone else and you're there in a wheelchair, you know where that puts you?
Head level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a disturbing amount of Korean dance accounts that seem to be starting hashtag trends.
I think the word disturbing is being used incorrectly because, hello, ladies.
Well,
Which one are you talking about, Satsu?
well, this one is expose Antifa,
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
and the first tweet says, "It's time to expose Antifa. I have some info on Antifa that might shock you. Psych, it's just Korean boys dancing."
That's creepy.
All right.
And I'm just like, why does this keep happening? Monkey, you gonna be shutting down soon? Because I got to take off.
What time is it? I got like 40 minutes left ish.
Okay, yeah. I'm tired as fuck, man. But I did want to make sure that I at least said what's up to my monk, and then say hi to the people in chat that were gonna be here that I didn't get a chance to see during Lords, because shockingly enough, I miss you assholes too.
Before you leave, I put the picture on the screen.
Mhm.
This is where his pants are, right there.
Mm-hmm.
He's naked the rest of the way up. Why?
I don't know.
And yeah, he got hit smack in the eye, man.
Oof. Well, they're not supposed to be. If I recall correctly, I don't think they're supposed to be intentionally shooting people in the face with those things.
No, they actually are supposed to either aim at the ground or aim like at the legs. Snub, thank you. K-pop stands are blocking anti-Antifa information spreading. Yeah, that's when you were talking about the K-pop. There's a lot of them going on because there's some. We saw it with the balding thing yesterday. Bald for Black Lives Matter. That if you go into that, it's just a shit ton of K-pop, and same with BLM 1488. They were trying to convince people that for every 14 white people killed or that experienced police brutality, whatever, 88 blacks are, and so hashtag BLM 1488. And K-pop stands like, no, we're not going to let you have fun. John, thank you. Got to leave early and my cable modem was sitting at my door, 200 megs down. So here's money. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But yeah, dude, if you got to take off, just thanks for coming by, man.
Yeah, just had to pop in and say what's up because
we can't go a day without talking to each other, guys.
it's true.
It doesn't feel right.
We did it once and it didn't work out for me, man.
It was bad.
It was bad. It was bad for everyone involved. Even Jack. Jack was like, no, this is not right.
I say that a lot. No one listens to me.
Yeah, well, it's because nobody cares. But thank you for sending me the link, Monk.
Oh, anytime, man. Anytime.
Jack, it's always a pleasure.
Same here.
I still hate you.
I know. Most people do. I'm fine with it. I've accepted my role in life.
I don't want to like accidentally be too nice to you, and you're like, oh man, I think we're friends now. You know, like I don't really want to.
No, I expect nothing less.
All right, well, fuck you, Monkey. I'll see you tomorrow.
Take it easy, bud. Have a good night.
Later, Satsu.
Woohoo! President Trump is pulling out 9,500 troops from Germany. What are we closing down our base over there? That's weird. What?
Well, I guess maybe we should just cede Europe to the Germans after all, because they already run everything with the euro.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of our bigger bases over there. Just scaling down. That's a big scale down, isn't it?
Might be a plan to maneuver them somewhere else that's more strategic these days, like the South China Sea.
Why are we in Germany? We're in Germany for strategic reasons.
Keeping them from rising up again like the last time.
Strategic reasons to get around Europe easily.
Yeah.
That's all.
It was mostly to keep the Ruskies in check back in the USSR days.
That's true. I mean, but we still got to keep an eye on them Germans, man. You can't just let Germans hang out and do whatever they want.
No, that's how you end up in 2 giant world wars.
Move your bases to Poland. Yeah. U.S. military bases bring a lot of money with them, man.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if this was sending a big middle finger to Merkel, and at the same time he moves those guys over to the South China Sea, because it looks like they're causing some problems over there in China.
Yeah. We have military bases all over the world. That's one of our bigger ones, one of our bigger army bases. Anyway, I think we have the Air Force station there too.
Probably.
Sounds about right, Jack. Germany bent over to Sharia. I mean, pull us out. Pull us out completely. We'll bring everything home and just watch the world burn around us. Oh, yeah, no, wait. We're on fire too.
We could do Fortress America if we really wanted to, where we just seal ourselves off. We have enough resources here that we could conceivably be isolationist. I don't know if that's a good idea, but we could do it.
It just says
somebody conquered us.
Yes, Ramstein. That's what it is. Ramstein. My one of my best friends used to be stationed in Germany for quite a while. He loved it there. I'm like, why? It's Germany, man. I didn't even like the German sections of Busch Gardens.
Never been there.
Fucking Nazis.
Du hast der base, yes, faithless.
Their fucking architecture sucks.
Well, they're Germans. They're very utilitarian people.
Right. Don't worry, it works. Fuck off. Anyway, God, I wish I could show videos, man. There's so many great ones today, Jack. And I am still really sad that the shaved hair girl turned out to be somebody who shaved her head for cancer. That's not fun.
No, I really hope that does catch on, though, with the thanks to 4chan.
Oh, let's talk about Thunderfoot for a minute, because this fucking moron. He said this. Let's be real. What happened with George Floyd is a real issue. Having the police strangle a man in handcuffs in the street is not some minor slight or microaggression. Well, no shit. Having the system
aren't real.
Having the system react with a meh of indifference to this act until the riots is not a minor concern. Nobody reacted with a meh.
No, nobody. I haven't heard anybody say that at all on any side.
No, and it's fucking retarded to put that out there. So there are people who honestly think the only reason these guys were arrested was because of the riots.
No, because it takes time to build a case to prosecute someone.
Piss off monkey, my great-grandpa ran from the Reich because he was going to kill my ancestor and came to America to have a life. He's American, right? Fuck Germany. What are you upset about?
Yeah, I got family from Germany.
I don't, because I'm a good person.
Well, mine all came over like in the 1700s or 1800s or some dumb shit long before wars. But yeah, I'm related to Germans, but they were one generation of Germans, then they became American.
Oh, I finally remembered to check my messages, and Gamer Valine sent me the story about apparently my governor walking with protesters. That woman's a fucking moron. My governor, not Gamer. She's an idiot.
Yeah, I saw that.
Thank you, Gamer Valine. Spangledem Air Force Base, my man. Drunk dialed me from Oktoberfest 3 years ago in a row. I was mad in a row. I forget how they say that. Started dating him 6 years later. Last one was 2009. Wait, you started dating him after he drunk dialed you? See, guys, drunk dialing is good.
No, it's not.
It brings love.
It brings something sticky, but that's not love.
Did Powder Boy open his mouth again? Oh, you're talking about Shaun. No, he was actually right for a change. He did open his mouth. He said a lot of other stupid shit today. Well, yesterday. But he was right. He was talking about how, look, guys, we keep electing Democrats. It's weird. He's stopped telling us to vote. Be specific on who to vote for. Well, don't vote for the same dumbass Democrats that keep beating the shit out of you guys.
Yeah, a lot of these places that have the police shootings are in Democrat-controlled districts.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe there's a connection here with like shitty cops getting hired in Democrat-controlled corrupt districts. Every
time I see this stuff, afterwards, because like right now, Mayor Fry, however you say his name, he just signed a short-term protective order, I think is what they called it. Like the city has an order against it to keep away from itself. They're not allowed to use any chokeholds, which is fine. That I'm okay with that. That's what a taser's for.
Yeah.
And they have to limit movements with cops and stuff. Every time, man, they go, oh, we should fix this. Like, why was it like that in the first place? Was it legal to do that? No.
What's next? They're going to outlaw eye gouges?
Right. Fish hooks.
Right. You're not allowed to torture people anymore. What do you mean anymore?
Even if that chokehold was legal, let's say, for instance, it was it okay to do it for 8 minutes? Because if not, then there's not a problem. The problem was those guys, not the police force, not the city.
Yeah. A handful of bad apples. It doesn't mean everybody's that way. Look, in the old days, in the 30s, up until like the 60s, I think, but I know in the 30s, if you saw somebody running away from you, you didn't have to chase them. You could shoot them in the back.
That's not shocking to me.
No, and if they wanted to get you to confess, if you didn't know you had a right to remain silent, they'd just beat the shit out of you with a rubber hose. If you didn't ask for your lawyer, even if you did, they'd probably slap you around a little bit. That's not uncommon back in the day. So you get a lot better now than you did, less than 100 years ago.
I take the whole no lives matter approach on a cosmic scale. Nihilist. Fair enough. I want to address what Faithless says, and I'm going to change the topic again. Faithless, well, kind of. Can't restrain anymore? Okay, I guess I have to shoot to kill. Yeah, same with, you got rid of non-lethal means of stopping the crowd. You're getting rid of the ability to restrain, and you're like, what do I have left? I have bullets. Gamer Fleeing, thank you. Known him since 2005. I was in the U.S. It was an expensive drunk dial. The first year I heard all about the lack of bras. The next two just giggling. All right, then. Ilhan Omar called for an end of the police. I mentioned this earlier. I think this is cultural for her. She came from Somalia.
Yeah, anarchy.
Which is an anarchist country for all intents and purposes. That's why we took a bunch of Somalian refugees. I think it's just cultural for her. So you can't really blame her too much. Now I'm going to put a video into chat, Jack. And if you haven't seen this yet, you see the guy with the chainsaw?
I don't think so.
Oh, you got to watch the guy with the chainsaw. We're going to give Jack a moment to watch the guy with the chainsaw. I'm going to do my best not to talk too much.
Yeah. Just for the record, the Miranda warning that you're used to, you have the right to remain silent, all that didn't come about until 1966. That's how recent that is.
I thought that was in the 50s. Wow, it was 66?
66, Miranda versus
Jesus.
Arizona.
And yes, Somalia is run by criminals. It's run by warlords. it's not a nice place. There's a reason she was allowed to come here. She wasn't a child when she came here, or wasn't she a child? Yeah, she was a child, but she wasn't like an infant. Wasn't she like 8 or 10 or something like that? She'd seen some shit. Now the video I put into chat there with the Mexican guy. I do have to warn you guys. He does drop an N-bomb. That
guy's hardcore.
Frosty Glass, thank you. They used to beat you. Now you got to ask for it. Got to be asking for it. Anyway, yeah. So this guy pulls up to these protesters who were. This was supposedly a march, but from what I see, they all look like they're just kind of standing around. And he pulls up with a chainsaw just to scare them off and tell them to get the hell away and stop believing what them, well, N-words say. So in the top, he also says stop believing that Antifa crap. And then people were mad that he didn't get arrested.
Why would he be arrested? I didn't see him do. It looked like he was protecting something from looters.
Yeah, most you can say is brandishing a chainsaw illegal?
I don't even know. I mean, how often does that come up?
It can't happen too often.
You worried about Leatherface coming after you? I mean, Jesus.
I just loved that it was a Mexican guy.
Yeah,
this isn't some hillbilly. This ain't some white dude chewing some tobacco with his wife's sister in the truck. This is a Mexican dude with a fucking chainsaw telling these idiots to get away. Now, yes, racist. He did get arrested. They had video of him up that they were just talking to him nicely and nothing happened. So I didn't hear that went that far. So what's he arrested for? I don't know the crime.
Probably waving that thing around, deadly weapon or something. But will he get convicted? I doubt it. I don't know. I think a lot of this stuff is overblown. Like that guy just yelled at a bunch of people and made noise with it. He didn't even really directly threaten them. That it was more implied than actual threat.
Yeah, for the most part, he keeps it down by his side.
Yeah, and I mean, really, it is a pretty, despite what the movies will tell you, it's not a particularly good weapon to be cutting through a swath of people with.
Oh, God. The NFL commissioner came out and said, we, the NFL, admit we were wrong for not listening to black players earlier and encouraging all to speak out and peacefully protest. We believe Black Lives Matter.
Oh, fuck off. Stop injecting politics and everything.
You know, I've never talked about all lives matter, but I'm about to start making it my fucking slogan.
Right?
Ex-Bubba Hotep, thank you. He is just an aggressive landscaper. Yeah, it looked like he was protecting a business. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
And I don't see a crime there. Was it a semi-automatic chainsaw? I think it might have been an automatic chainsaw, man.
Holy shit, are those even legal?
You don't have to keep pulling the trigger every time you want to. You can do that if you want, but if you hold it down, it'll just go. Screw the NFL, burned all my crap when Cap went stupid.
Good for you.
I still like the NFL. I think that this is necessary for business right now. Isn't that sad?
It's pathetic. And it's not necessary. They all just think it is.
Fucking Legos came out to there was a miscommunication, they say. It was originally reported that they were stopping production of their cop toys because they have police Legos.
Yeah.
And they came out, and I forget exactly what it said in the notice, but Scribbles read it tonight. Something about they're just dialing down or stopping production for just right now or some stupid shit like that. I forget exactly what they're doing. But they're not getting rid of the police Legos altogether. How about this? Tell everybody shut the fuck up.
Yeah, make your fucking Legos. Isn't that a German company?
Is that owned by that? I Legos was an American brand for a long time. Who are they owned by?
I don't know. I'll look it up quick.
Are they just own Lego? Let's see. Danish says furry kitten. Are they? Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right. They are Danish. Yeah. I had that argument once. Everything is, if me and Irate Bear talk about stuff, everything was made in America.
Wait, they're Danish and they don't have a Macbeth playset?
No.
What the fuck? You guys are terrible. Yeah, police firefighters in the White House is what I heard too, Matta. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they did that. But to be fair, if I was an American firefighter or cop and their place got robbed or burned down, I won't respond.
Mm-mm.
I'd be like, well, you guys hate us, so fuck you, because that's the type of shit that's going to happen.
And that's what happened with those 57 guys stepping down from their position as the front squad if shit goes bad. Like,
Yeah.
all right, fuck it. We're not going to do that. We're not going to put ourselves in that position where somebody's going to catch something on camera and be like, oh, look how bad they are. I would not be surprised to see a mass exodus from police and firefighting.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. If people hate you that much, you're not going to get good hires.
Nope.
Because the only type of people that are going to go out for the jobs now are the psychopaths that we're trying to filter out.
Yep. And the good ones are going to be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go be a YouTuber. We need a Lego White House. I'd buy a Lego White House. Well, I wouldn't because Legos are expensive, but I'd want one.
Yeah, I think they have one, don't they?
I don't know. 49 resigned so far. More will follow. I wouldn't want to be a cop right now, would you?
Fuck
Especially in a major city. Fuck no.
Yeah, they have a Lego White House.
How much is it?
$100.
Damn, I wish I had $100. That'd be awesome.
It's probably going up more now because they're gonna pause production on that shit. Oh, thank you, Frank, for the donation. Did you hear about the Mexicans in Chicago? They heard the protests were headed to their area and kicked down and jumped anybody who was black. Holy shit. That's how you start a race war.
Yeah, when the race war comes, it's not going to be whites against blacks. Your real race war, that's going to be blacks and Hispanics. They don't get along as much as people think they do when they're quoting statistics.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
And I think we know who the rooftop Koreans are going to side with.
Yep. The honkies are going to step back and like, we love all of you.
We're gonna go take a seat.
We'll be over here. You let us know what happens. Except for the white girls who'll be out there. Get behind me when the shooting starts. Fucking idiots. Frosted says he has the White House. Shut up. Nobody wants to hear that. I don't have one.
That's awesome.
Shut up. I don't have one.
You should get one.
I'm money. I can't spend $100 on a Lego White House, man. I had KFC for dinner, man. I'm in the hole again.
Don't buy it for you. Buy it for the kids.
They will not be allowed to touch it. That's one of those. That's a grandpa toy. We just sit and look at it. There was a point in time that I wanted to be a police officer. Now it wouldn't be one for 500,000 salary. No, fuck no. It's a dangerous job. I mean, there's a lot of cops who don't come home at night, and not just because they're banging hookers. But again, I do want to point this out. We're not saying all cops are great cops. Those 4 cops deserve to go to prison.
Yeah.
1 for murder and the other 3 for not doing anything to stop it. I agree with the charges, although I do think bumping that up to murder 2 was a bad idea.
Yeah, I think that was dumb too.
Again, maybe they have evidence we haven't seen, Jack. Because if it does come out that these guys knew each other, maybe.
Yeah, then there might be. That's why I kind of hedge my bets a little bit because we don't know what the prosecution has.
Mm-hmm. We only know what we saw. James Colley, thank you. Monies for White House Lego set. Thank you very much. Just need 50 more of those kind of donations and I can afford one.
I'm with Jordan. I think the police Legos, and I think there needs to be a movie Lego Training Day.
That would be awesome. I love the Lego movies. They do a really good job with those.
I guess a couple of them. They were pretty good.
Remember the plural of Lego is Lego.
Is it? Is that like Smurf?
Yeah. It's fucking retarded. This is why you don't let Dutch people use language. They don't use it right. They're like the fucking British. Lego White House. Oh, that is awesome.
Right? Especially if you could lift the top off and it's got a little oval office in there. I didn't get a look at the inside of it, but that would be sweet if it had that.
It looks like a pretty simple playset, though. I mean, it almost looks more like Duplo.
I don't know, but it looks cool either way.
Oh, no, that's awesome, though.
I want one that's like big enough for like G.I. Joes.
Oh, no, I'm happy with just the just Lego.
No,
I love
President
Legos,
Snake Eyes needs a seat.
I never had a Snake Eyes. He was one of the cool ones to get, and I never had one.
Oh, formerly Rodline said, look up Lepin White House. They're knockoff Legos. Lepin.
I'll check that out in a minute. Lepin, what? Spell it again?
Lepin. Lepin, something.
Let's see.
I'm not good with words.
Well, that didn't come up. This brought me to the Lego one. I don't want the Lego one.
I really think they need a Donald Trump G.I. Joe size figure and have a big White House that like transforms into like a battle robot or something. I would own the shit out of that.
Oh, here it is. Oh, dude, look at the castles they make. Oh, wow.
I've never heard of that company.
Theirs only has the main section of the house, the front, instead of the two sides as well. It's still nice. I mean, I like it, but yeah, those are cool. Do any of them have the space shuttle? I miss the space shuttle, Jack. I'm such a fan of the space shuttle.
Oh, there's the White House Historical Association Argentine Productions makes a White House playset that has little rooms in it.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Oh, look at this. They do. Lego City Spaceport, and that is a shuttle, man. Oh, I need that. How much is that? I'll never be able to afford that. Thank you, Toxic Nightshade. A few more dollars towards a piece of the Lego set. Thank you very much. Holy shit. Thank you, X Bubba Hotep over on the Streamlabs. Was going to donate to a good cause, and what better cause than Legos? That is very kind. This is awesome. It's got, this one has a night light kit for it. Oh, I love night. Well, they don't do them anymore, but the old night launches, so gorgeous. Just everything's black if you're standing back, and then the engines kick on, and it all lights up, and the smoke comes, and man, I had a 12-inch Indiana Jones. Look, man, what you did in Singapore is between you and that dude. I don't know why I went Singapore there.
I don't either, but hey, whatever.
Dude, I had an Indiana Jones toy once, but it was the one when he was in. It was actually the playset from when he goes down into the shit. What's it called?
The map room.
Yeah, the map room.
Yeah, I had that one. I just had the figure from it. I didn't have the actual playset.
I had the playset. There wasn't much more to the playset, so.
Oh.
Indiana Jones. Oh, I typed the wrong word. Sorry, guys. A Lepin Space Shuttle Expedition Creator, $80. Damn. Oh, there it is. Oh my God, Jack. That Well of Souls playset is selling for $1,800. Oh, it's up to $1,900. Factory sealed.
Factory sealed. Jesus. That's insane.
That is insane. Yeah. I loved it. I still love Indiana Jones. I haven't watched the last movie, Jack, because I can't bring myself to do so.
Yeah, it gets a bad rap.
They have Indiana Jones Legos?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know that. I had the Indiana Jones Lego game.
Yeah, it's probably based on the Indiana Jones Legos.
Anyhow, I'm sorry, guys. We're talking about toys again. We get off on toys on the show a lot.
Well, I run a comic book channel, and you're easily distracted. So, It seems to work out pretty well.
Random says, would now be a bad time to mention I sell refurbished Lego sets. Really? Awesome, dude. Don't watch it, monks. It was bad. Well, there's two things about that movie that I know. One, it has aliens, which like really aliens?
Well, is that far-fetched? Because they had like the Holy Grail in one of them.
But all of it's all occult based. And then they switched to aliens. Like,
I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was not a good movie, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh, real quick.
And it had Shia LaBeouf in it. And
that was a shitbag downfall. Sorry.
Anyway, go ahead.
Thank you, James Kelly, for the donation. Here is what you do to take the White House from Saints Row 4, and then you get the Donald G.I. Joe action figure. Yeah, I'm with you. That's not a bad plan. And thank you, Frank. I had a TMNT drill module vehicle, which was actually a foot vehicle, but my G.I. Joes used it a lot. I thought it was awesome when I was a kid. Yeah, the Turtles had some really cool toys.
Mm-hmm. They did. I loved the truck. One of my friends had it. The turtle fan. Is that what it's called?
I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, but it was really cool, man. That's one of the best play sets ever made. Dude, look at this. Oh, that's a paper model? I would not trust that in my... I want a life-size shuttle, Jack. I just want to live in one. Turn it into a house.
Oh, like people do with airplanes and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
I'm glad we're getting back to space. I really am. And I don't want to go up there myself. Certainly not in my condition. I feel like that would be a rough couple of days afterwards.
Yeah, probably.
But I love watching them go up and occasionally explode and go up out into the upper atmosphere and low orbit. Because we don't go into far orbit. We just hang out in the middle ground. We're between us and the moon. It's not like we're on the far side or anything. No gravity might be nice on the pain. It could be. Or without the constant pull down, my body could shake and jitter. I had a Japanese action figure that was 2 feet tall. Japanese is kind of vague.
Yeah, was it like a Shogun warrior that shot little ships out of its chest? Because those were awesome. I feel really old right now.
They have an Indiana Jones Lego line, and they used to have an off-brand Indiana Jones line called Adventures. I remember Lego Adventures. My kids were never into Lego as much as I am. My granddaughters are, though. I taught them young. Like, get over here and play, damn it. If you want Grandpa to like you, you'll play with Legos. No, that's fucked up. I would never say
let that one go.
I'd never say that to my granddaughters. I'd make that joke to you guys, though. A 2 foot tall Japanese action figure is called a waifu. I thought it was just called a Japanese person.
And to be fair, they're at least 4 feet tall.
All right. Do they have midgets? Oh, yeah, I've seen Japanese midgets.
Yeah.
You know what really weirded me out? The first time I learned that there were Japanese downsies.
Yeah, I never thought they would have those type of people over there. I thought they'd throw them off a cliff or something.
The one that really seriously was when I found out there were black downsies, because I'd never seen one. It's always white downsies in the commercials. They hide the black ones.
We need more black representation in
We do.
commercials.
It's not fair. And the black ones are so cute. Oh my God, you just want to hug them. Just want to hug them and ask them to say potato. There's still people talking about, I'm sorry, I'm talking about downsies while you guys are talking about the toys. That's not right. Downsies don't get toys. They might hurt themselves.
They might hurt you. They hit like fucking hard.
Guys, I wasn't sure if I was going to do a game stream after this or not. I am whipped. Jack, I did it last night. I got myself a little bit more in tune with normal people's schedule. And Monkey's exhausted.
Yeah, I imagine it's 2 a.m.
I woke up at, what was it? It was 1 o'clock or so. Black Hawk Downsy, stop it.
I'd watch that.
I would too. I'm not going to lie.
We're
Um,
going again. Just start ripping people apart with their gorilla strength.
if you get a shuttle house, you need a trampoline floor so you can move around like an astronaut. Also, does anyone else have an issue where YouTube spazzes out using Streamlabs, or is it only on my phone? I've never used Streamlabs on a phone. I've heard a lot of people have trouble with it, but that's as much as I can say. And thank you for the donation. Ain't they called Mike Tyson? Oh, excuse me. Called Mike Tyson. Oh my God, Jack. I yawned twice in the middle of the same word. Where are we at here? Yeah, there's still people talking about the Lego set. I love Lego sets. I loved Erector sets, but we didn't have Erector sets were a lot more expensive. We had a toy called Constructs. I don't know if they still make those.
Constructs?
Yeah.
The Lego knockoffs?
Yeah, they were not quite Legos. You could actually build bigger sets with them.
They were like the half Erector sets, half
Yes.
Legos. Yes. I think the guys that own Mega Bloks or somebody bought them, like Hasbro maybe. Because I know they're still around somewhere, but you don't see them very often though.
Oh man, we used to play with those all the time.
Yeah, I never had anything cool like that. Those were for the cool kids.
Oh, this is what I want to look at. Yeah, these are them. Yeah, man. Wait. Constructs had a Millennium Falcon, or did they just build that in here or put this in here?
Oh, there's another Mega Bloks does something very similar where it's just basically like an imprint of them.
This guy is using he's using other toys with it. That's all.
Oh,
yeah, because he also has one with GI Joes, and I know GI Joes.
Well, the Mega Bloks has a lot of licensed stuff like Call of Duty, and they have Masters of the Universe. And if you haven't seen them, they're actually pretty cool.
I have the World of Warcraft sets, a couple of those. Well, not the set. I only have the characters. I never bought any of the actual sets. So I have Thrall, which is awesome if you're a World of Warcraft fan. And Varen. What's the gay leader of the Alliance that got killed? And now his little gay son's running it. I forget his name. But yeah, man, Constructs were the bomb. My favorite thing is you could actually build a car with those. It was it looked like a Volvo, but it was a car, man. It was awesome. Megabox has aliens. Megablox has a lot of the great licensed stuff. Virion, that's his name. Virion, the gay king, followed by Anduin, the gayer king. It was amazing. They made his son gayer than him.
Oh yeah, that car's fucking hideous.
Which car?
The one you're talking about, the Constructs thing.
Well, if you built it the way they told you to, it was ugly, but you could, yeah, it was a little block car. It was okay.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Apparently, the line was discontinued in '88, then revived by Mattel in '97, and they just resurrected the Constructs name as Mega Constructs in 2017, but it's basically just Mega Bloks.
Yeah, I see that. I'm seeing Pokemon ones. That's Eevee. And that's one of the legendaries. I don't know which one that is. I'm not so good with my legendaries.
I don't know anything about your poker men.
Look, Pokemon's fun. My only problem with Pokemon is they haven't made a really good open world version of it. That would be awesome.
I'm surprised they haven't done that. Like a big MMO.
Yeah, it's almost built for it. But yeah. But then again, they made Pokemon Go, and that's like one of the biggest part of Pokemon is battling. And when it first, I don't know if it has it now, but like, here you go, guys, no battling. Like, oh, well.
But will they Pokemon go to the polls?
I don't think that. Well, they did in California, but unfortunately, that was the only state. I don't hate Pokemon Go. I just hate it for me.
Faithless busted that one out too.
Yeah, but he only used one L. So is he talking about like the board poll? Fan made MMO. Now I want an officially licensed and released MMO of Pokemon. It would be great if they did it, and they're just dumbasses. I thought Mega Blocks were for the short bus kids.
They used to be. They've stepped it up since Mattel bought them.
Frank Hubbard, thank you. There's battling now. Well, too late. They lost me. Mega Blocks has some really great, especially if you like games. They hit a lot of game franchises. They have Halo and Call of Duty. Yeah, they have a lot of really cool ones. Jack, we are 2 hours and I am tired. And we're talking about Legos. And I haven't talked about my dick at all tonight.
You haven't mentioned Susan either.
I did. At the beginning of the stream, I told them, I forget what it was, but I couldn't talk about something because she hasn't seen my dick yet. Whatever it was, after she sees it and she's happy with me, we'll talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I love that you guys sit here and listen to us talk about this stupid shit. You're amazing. I love you. Jack, first, thank you also so much for the donations. You guys are very, very generous, and I appreciate it. Jack, anything you'd like to show? I'll
leave a video link. As always, thank you guys so much for the donations. You are fantastic.
Don't forget to check out Satsu 2 cents. He also has Fam 2 cents and 2 cents plus. Tonight we'll be on this channel, 9 p.m. Eastern time for Lords of the Night. And if I get time sometime throughout the day, I'll game. I don't know if my son's birthday's this weekend. That's why they're up. And I don't know what time the party and everything is. So I'll see you guys eventually. How's that?
That's fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. Enjoy your Saturday, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Susan.